Hello, welcome to Tai Chi Exercises with Rosalind. Today is the start of Season 5 and I'm going to concentrate on the principle from Tai Chi that one part of the body moves, they all move. The first exercise that we're going to start with is called riding the horse. And at the end of the video, I'll explain the benefits of doing this exercise. As usual, you can see I've got my horsey props with me. Actually, in the system that I train, Master Huang Sen Sayan from Malaysia, it's not known as riding the horse. The exercise is known either as the up and down exercise or lifting and sinking, depending which teacher is teaching it. And the names will become clear why they're called that as I explain the exercise. So how do we ride the horse? Well, make sure that if your balance is poor, or if you're practicing the exercise with me, that you have a stable chair or you hold onto a kitchen counter. Make sure you're safe. Remember that Tai Chi is not competitive. Just do what you're happy with. Now, we already know a lot about this exercise. We know about how to stand in the horse stance. We know the crown is suspended. We know that it's important to keep alignment. And we also know in this exercise we're going to do opening of the lower back. So I'll just demonstrate the exercise once for you. Look closely, there's not a lot to see, but it's a really important exercise. We use it throughout Tai Chi and the Tai Chi form and the exercises that I show you. So here goes. Ready? Did you see that? It's something that I've been working on for the past 20 years. Releasing down and then allowing the body to lift up. And if you looked at the side view, you'll get an idea why it's called, in some books I've seen it called riding the horse. It's very like, if I sit down now and come up, it's very like the action of the posting trot, where the horse provides, as it's going along, moves his hind leg forward on the diagonal and the body lifts, and then as it places the hind foot down, the horse lowers and you gently lower back onto the horse. So it looks like the posting trot, but not everybody has a horse. So let's explain it in a way that everyone can understand. So the movement is also a bit like when we go to the very first movement, when we go and sit down in a chair and release our hips and release the ankles and the knees. I don't like to say too much about sitting down in a chair because some people think, oh, I'll sit down like that. And when that's not, I want just the very first movement when we release our hips. That's one of the movements. Right, so how do we do this? Remember, Tai Chi is all about letting go, all about relaxing. And they say in Tai Chi, less is more. It's quite hard for us because we want to do lots of things. Let's get it done, let's tick the box. We're not used to letting things happen and letting go. So if we're standing in horse stance with the crown suspended, it might help to have one hand on the stomach and one on the lower back, just as we practiced in opening the lower back. And if you now release all the muscles in your feet, so you've almost got to put your mind or your sensations and awareness into your feet and think about, my muscles relaxed in my feet, all around the calves, all around the thighs, all around the hips, and then hopefully you'll feel some movement. You'll feel this opening of the lower back. The upper body, the lower body has fallen away, the upper body has come on top. And now you're down, or you're the sunk position. And in order to come up, I simply have an intention to lift the body, and muscles, small contraction, and then I let go. And the ankles expand, the knees expand, the lower back goes back to the neutral position with the hollow in the spine, or more of a closed position, and I'm up, or I've lifted the body. Looks easy, doesn't it? But like everything, it's a challenge to find something so simple. So shall we try it again? See, and then I'll explain some of the things to watch out for that make it difficult to do this exercise in the most refined way. So we're going to release the muscles in the feet, keeping that alignment, keeping the crown suspended, the muscles in the calf, the muscles in the thigh, the muscles in the hips, the lower back opens, the lower body has dropped and the upper body comes on top, but we keep the crown suspended. And then we have an intention to come up, small contraction, and let go. And you can feel the ankles expand, the knees, the hips, and maybe the lower body pushing the upper body away. Brilliant! You'll notice when I do this exercise that the height of my body doesn't change much. So that's one key. Maybe I'm going down 1 inch to 1.5 inches at the most. And that's the one key to know, one of the keys to know that you're doing it correctly. So what can go wrong? Many things. Let's just look at the knee posture and the foot posture. It's quite common to, when people first, they want to get it right, they're going to try really hard. They bend the knees. They look at me and think, oh, she's bending her knees. I'm not actually bending my knees. I'm allowing my knees to bend. It's quite different. I'm allowing the weight of gravity to bend my knees. So people bend their knees. And if you do that now and the hips are extended, you'll feel a lot of pressure in your toes. And you've actually done something. You've bent your knees to get down. And in order to get up, you've got to straighten your knees. And that wouldn't be very Tai Chi. That's doing a movement less efficiently. So as you release your ankles, your knees, and your hips, and your lower back rotates, you're keeping that crown suspended so there's a stretch throughout the body. You should feel a bit more pressure in the heels, although we don't want it all in the heels or you'd fall over backwards. We want a connection into the heels, but to spread the weight evenly through from the balls of the feet, back on the outer side edges of the feet, into the heels, so that now my muscles are stretched and I'm sprung, and all I do is think about coming up and release the muscles. So in a way, it's a bit like the body has become like a spring as I come up, and you get this lovely sort of ethereal movement, and it's really effortless. I just release, I'm down, and I come up. And it's something that I just don't do once. Normally at the start of a Tai Chi lesson, we practice this exercise to really cement the learning. I go twice a week. This is the exercise we practice. If I go to a workshop, this is the exercise that I practice. So you can always improve on it and improve on the release. So alignment is crucial here. And if we were going to do the waterfall move, so the knees are just going to move a small range of movement. If I sit down and I come up, there's the movement. And the arms have to go quite a long way. So it's quite another challenge is to the timing, to get the timing right between the knees, which I want to keep moving. Remember in Tai Chi, it's continual movement. The muscles don't want to stop. And we'll do one more. So we're looking for something that's really effortless. That's it, in terms of muscle work. But there's a lot of concentration going on, a lot of awareness and concentration in the body. So I think that I've covered most of the points. I'm going to go over the movements involved in Tai Chi, the stretching of the muscles in future videos. I promise to explain the benefits of this exercise. It seems such a simple exercise. How could it help? Well, as we get older, we tend to lose the strength in the anti-gravity muscles, in the deep postural muscles, in our quadriceps, in our calf, and in our hips. In general, we tend to get weaker. And it's brilliant for strengthening the lower extremity and also helping improve the balance. So as people get older, they have problems getting on and off a chair, in and out of the car, up and down stairs. And by doing this simple exercise, because we are lifting, we haven't put weights on the body, like I'm not lifting a weight, holding a weight and lifting my arm up and down, or putting a weight on my leg and lifting it up and down. But I am working against gravity, lifting the weight of my body up and controlling it down. And these are the movements, up, in and out of a chair, getting out of the car, up and down stairs, that are difficult as we get older. And that's why Tai Chi really is the best medicine as you get older. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please press the thumbs up button. If you have any comments or suggestions for future videos, please leave them below. Do look below for details of my websites and the courses that I teach to allied health professionals. And as I say, Tai Chi instructors come along as well, and they have a lot to offer. Please subscribe to my channel, that big red button, and look at the bell next to it. If you click that, you'll get notification of future videos. I hope to see you again very soon. Happy Tai Chi.